Did you know that some of the biggest companies still struggle with software issues and upgrading? This is because it gets more and more expensive to change everything the bigger the company gets. Hi guys, my name is Cyrus and I'm here to tell you about my company and its needs for an upgrade in ERP systems. So let's go through the agenda first. We'll start with a company introduction, and then we'll talk about the current software and its challenges, and then we'll discuss some alternatives, provide a recommendation, and finish with a summary. So my company is Turner Construction. It was founded in 1902, and it has over $20 billion in revenue as of this year. Most of its offices are in the States, however, they're in over 20 different countries worldwide. They have a very strong international presence, and I currently work in their Canadian headquarters. Canadian Turner Construction in Canada has 6 different offices. They're located all the way from Vancouver throughout the middle of the country and span all the way to the east, with the main headquarters being in Toronto. We specialize in lean construction, construction management, GCs, which is general contracting, and TIs, which is tenant improvements. So let's get to the issue. We are currently using a software called SAP GUI. As far as I know, this software has been implemented over 10 years ago, and during the time that I have been here, and even prior to that, there has been no updates that I am aware of, and the support for this software actually discontinued back in 2019. So let's talk about some of the highlights of the current software so far. At the moment, it has been able to create a variety of reports as needed by different departments to provide both financial needs and property and construction management needs. In addition to that, you are able to export the reports to Excel primarily, and it also has the ability to collaborate with other departments, meaning that accounting, purchasing, estimating, project managers, they're all able to use the same software and work alongside one another seamlessly. Let's talk about some current challenges that we have. As you can see in the picture, the setup currently is not very user-friendly. At the top, it doesn't have very many descriptions, and the transaction pages that are shown in the tabs are set by default and they're not customizable. So what are its limitations? Well, it requires Microsoft Excel to do a macro function in order to export certain files from SAP. In addition to that, it's not very customizable with the exported data, and the naming methods are set by default, which means that you can change invoice to references to whatever else you like to make it be known as. Lastly, let's talk about the lack of data. As shown in the picture below, some of the fields do not get auto-populated, and it does not have the function for autofill. So, what are possible choices? Well, we can either remain with the same software because we know it can get the job done even though it requires extra effort, or we can go with a reputable alternative, which is another system which is more advanced and up-to-date. And lastly, we can go with a new alternative. This means going with a brand new ERP software in the industry and just seeing how it plays out. So which one would you choose? I would go with Microsoft Dynamics. Microsoft Dynamics is a Microsoft product, and it has the ability to collaborate with other Microsoft products such as Microsoft Office. In addition to that, it's very user-friendly, and it allows for customizations, which is what we are requiring in our company. So let's compare SAP with Microsoft Dynamics. If we stick with SAP, well, it does have some perks as it has the company's history already in it. It's the standard that we've created, and we really don't want to have change unless it's absolutely necessary. However, with Microsoft Dynamics, everything we've been looking for, they're able to provide as far as updated look, design, and customization, and it's integrated better with other Microsoft products. I went through the website for Microsoft and I was able to obtain the costs before changing to Microsoft Dynamics, and they are seen in the picture on your screen right now. So with the pricing shown in the previous slide, I've created an estimated cost of what it would take just for licensing the new Microsoft Dynamics. This does not include implementation, training, or other initial costs associated with it. It all comes down to approximately $15,000 just for licensing alone, which is well within the budget provided for this project. So what's my recommendations? I personally think that we should remove SAP, upgrade to Microsoft Dynamics, and progress forward. Thank you for your time, and I hope this has shed some light on what accounting softwares are like in today's environment.